iPad.
Okay.
Yes. We're going to be closer.
Yeah. You too.
Oh. Why didn't I set this up earlier? Because you were talking to me, Kevin. You need a holder for your phone? Here. This over here.
I'm good. Hello.
Why am I not on the internet? Oh, no. Can you see us, Misa?
I'm not sure.
And Wi-Fi.
I will hop on.
Huh? We didn't want to update right now, buddy.
Yeah. Left.
I don't have internet.
Ross? Mm-hmm.
Right there. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, here I am. Live. Push the button.
Push the button.
Push the button. There we go.
We look so close.
We look so... Whoa. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to our live. Hello, happy Monday. Happy beautiful day. Oh, there's numbers. Okay. I was like, it's not showing numbers.
It's me and you.
Just me and you. Black bear medicine. Rosemary medicine.
See, what's on me?
Somebody left. Somebody came back.
And somebody left. Tag your friends.
Happy Mother's Day to whoever is out there. It is 6:03. We should start tagging some people. Ray, happy Mother's Day, Ray.
Oh,
Congratulations. I seen that you were at work. How was your first day? No. Here we go. I gotta put
do 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 do.
Chella don't follow us.
Sounds like I get it out of here. Take your friends. Take your mamas. Take your mamas.
Chella, stop following us. There she is.
She's like, I gotta re-add them.
My mom told her. There you go. Hi, Nikki. How are you? How was your Mother's Day for your mom? If you are on, let us know that you're on. Start taking your people if you want. We're Kevin and I are going to be, saying a little celebration. I don't know what we're doing.
We're gonna be talking about your mama.
We're gonna be talking about our mamas. We're gonna be talking about our moms, and then we're gonna do card pulls. Tarot of the week, Oracle of the week, and that's it.
Woo.
Right? So, hello, YouTube. If you are new on YouTube, we are here. Well, I'll just start, right?
Yeah.
6. Hey, Michael Blesky. We were just talking about you. We miss you.
Amen.
Haven't seen you in a while. So yes, happy Monday, everyone. My name is Laura. I am the founder of Mahika. We are live every Monday, usually from Altar in Bayview, but today we had some hiccups, some last minute changes, and so we are live from the L's house.
The L's mansion.
Lisa and Laura's mansion. So enjoy our big, beautiful, bountiful kitchen.
On their giant their kitchen island.
Before we get started, though, my co-host here is going to introduce himself, and then we're going to go over some disclaimers. Shout out to Misa in the background that is making us and everything look smooth.
The man behind the curtain.
Just don't listen to him when he repeats our comments, y'all.
Yeah.
Promise he's listening.
That's why we got to take Eileen.
Eileen, keep track. Mic check, Eileen, if you're on.
I get that mic check. Okay. My name is 𝐓𝐡𝐞 𝐌𝐚𝐣𝐢𝐜𝐚. I guess I'm the other half of this craziness. I'm a intuitive, I'm a reader, I'm a teacher, I'm a mentor. I'm a little bit of everything. I work at the shop. I'm a crystal ball reader. A death facilitator. Whatever you need me to be, I'll be there.
Yeah.
So, before we get going, we have what we call disclaimers for you wonderful people that are out there. Quickly, these I'm already slurring.
Clear the throat.
So the disclaimers are: number one, we are not licensed medical professionals or licensed therapists. Our services do not replace medical services or therapeutic services. What does that mean? Any information given to you from our guides, our ancestors, the people that are around us, are messages from you from spirit. If we recommend an herb, a dressing for a salad, or if Laura tells you to jump out of a building, that is up to you to do. We don't tell you what to do. We don't advise or prescribe. We just tell you what we feel. And sometimes, with that being said, the energy there is that it's a little chaotic. It's a little crazy. We never know what might come out of our mouths.
No, we don't.
It might be a little insane. It might be a snarky comment. Sometimes it's a whole lot of snarky comments.
Somebody might get offended, y'all, just so you know.
So, don't take...
Right.
So, in that case, take great-grandma. So, once again, just pay attention to what we're saying.
Kyle, Misa Lee.
We do get a lot of channeled messages, and sometimes we don't even know what those are going to be for that day.
So Flower says you are playing with fire. Repent while you still can.
Oh, cool.
We love you.
I'll say, oh, stop it.
We love you.
Playing with fire.
Stephanie, long time no see. Connie, hello. Right. We're transmuting fire, baby. Not playing with it.
So, second of all, sometimes we get people that come on here that say they're healers, say that they're men of the cloth, that say that they're readers, talented people, intuitives, life coaches, people that can fix your life. And they say that they're really drawn to your energy and you are the only one they're drawn to. Well, keep in mind, there's 20,000 other people that they're probably messaging. We don't know who these people are. They are scammed. So, don't give them your money. So, Laura and I will never go into your accounts. We'll never reach out and ask for money unless it's Monday night at 6 o'clock.
On the live.
On the live.
Not on the messenger.
And what does that mean? We do something called energy exchange. What is that? If we do pull cards or get a message for you about something that is happening, a prophetic message, a feeling, inkling, a thing that all human beings are born with, that first knowledge before the second knowledge of man.
Hold on a second.
You know, you take it.
Mics are fucked up.
1 second. The mics are screwed up.
The beautiful mics are screwed up.
Mics are on.
Yes.
Yep.
How can you tell that they're messed up?
I can. It sounds hollow. Like hollow.
Anywho. So.
At the end of the day, you are responsible for your own choices.
Yeah.
You are responsible how you receive the messages. And you are responsible for what you do with the messages. We are just the messengers. And sometimes people don't like the messengers. But it's all good. So, with that being said, what else? Thank you so much for Susan for coming, last week. We really appreciated her and all her wisdom. Yeah. So just want to give her a big shout out and a big thanks. And then, we're going to start. Let's start. I'm ready to start.
Yeah.
I am ready to start. Who's ready to start, y'all? Who is ready to start? Jasenia, love you too. Stephanie, yes, hello. I've been pulled in all directions, I feel. Yep.
It's been a little chaotic lately. But it's a good chaos.
It's a good chaotic.
If you learn how to grab the wave by the reins and ride it, you'll be good.
Well, if you learn how to change that mindset and interpret the message or the energy, it's just misunderstood energy.
Yeah.
That comes to the surface sometimes.
Emotions, feelings.
So we got to really learn to sit with them instead of ignore them.
Right. Let's go into this week's energy. Cards feel extra bright.
You think?
Okay.
Focus.
Once again, if you guys want your cards read, please put your names down in the comments.
Show on the other one.
It's Kevin's fault.
Yeah. Yeah, now we're back on. That was my fault.
Yes, definitely. If you want a card pull, please put your name on. Don't forget, if you want to skip the line, you can go ahead and throw that even energy exchange into the link. Yes, Jasenia. Yes, you did.
Stephanie said she'll take a card.
All right, Stephanie.
So, let's look into these wonderful cards. Plus, we're going to be pulling from 2 decks that we haven't pulled from in
a minute.
500 years. So, I'm looking at the cards right now, and a lot of the cards are very... We have a lot of memories where our backs are turned. We have a lot of memories where we keep continually looking at the past. We keep looking at what happened, and a lot of us are having a hard time even looking at the future because we keep looking at what happened, because the past predicts the future. The past predicts the future. And I think right now we have to not look at what's happening around us, but what's happening within us. Because Spirit's saying here, we need you to get moving. We need you to get moving. We need you to move with time. Don't be stuck in time. The clock's moving, but you're not moving in the time. You're dying in the time. You got to be clicking. You got to moving. You got to be ticking. And it's crazy because there's so many cards of celebration. There's so many cards of, shadow work and all that, because we have the Moon and the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles is more just becoming that boss. I can sit on my throne, I can be proud of what I made. But also remind yourself, if you get the Midas touch and you wish for all the gold in the world, you're going to lose everything you ever had. You're going to be too focused on that money. So you need that balance.
100%.
You need that balance. You got to be careful what you wish for and what you manifest for. Because you can manifest $1 million and people are like, oh, I didn't get it. But if you start finding that penny and that nickel, everything adds up.
Mm-hmm.
Adds up. Now, what's happening too is like my templates are starting to pound, and it's just kind of like, why are we giving ourselves headaches over temporary things?
Temporary feelings
Temporary
too.
feelings, temporary emotions.
Temporary emotions.
Just bull snooks, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, Terry.
Terry, hello. Hi, Paula.
Oh. Yeah, it's insane.
Yes, Terry, we will put you down. I'm sorry.
Also remember too, if you do throw that equal energy exchange up there, that does get you a longer reading with us too. So let's keep her moving. Let's keep moving up this energy where we're not being stuck in the past and not stuck in the future, but it's constantly moving with the time. Hello, freaking beautiful Janie.
Janie Jones. We were just talking about you, how much we missed you.
Just said the same thing about Mike.
Yeah, we were talking about Janie. We were talking about Mike.
Let's wait for the next person to come on here. Like, oh, Bill, we were just talking about you. We really miss you.
So let's see who comes on.
Okay, watch, it's your mom.
Finish your reading.
I am. So find that balance. Find that very balance between light and darkness right now. What are you facing and what are you walking into? Move with the times. Understand the times. And
yeah, and also don't forget that Scorpio full moon. Scorpio is all about.
I don't even want to talk about it.
But that's what I'm saying, poking at your emotions and your feelings and making your world like upside down.
Right. After
poking, striking, death and rebirth.
Yeah, death and rebirth. Another sales pitch. Death and rebirth ceremony.
Perfect timing for
if you want to come with and die with us, it's this Saturday. It's the last chance to really sign up for it.
Oh, nice. So Terry, Misa will put the link up for that equal energy exchange, and then you just pick how you would like to, do it.
Yeah, just let us know. So back when Laura started this, and then she invited us on, me and us, because I'm schizophrenic.
I invited Kevin, not Patricia.
That's my mom.
Oh shit!
She's here.
That joke backfired.
Okay.
Go ahead. She's already here.
Mama would never want to come to this anyhow.
Yes.
Yeah. 10 hours ago.
Stephanie.
So anyhow, these are just two of the decks that we originally used.
Mm-hmm.
They even smell like it. But I just want to pull the cards and see what we get.
Don't start, Kevin.
Just because we're in the living room.
Here we go.
Back in the living room, kitchen.
It's all connected.
It's a studio apartment. The great web, interconnection, kinship, symbiosis.
That's a beautiful card, though.
It is. We're so connected.
Mm-hmm.
We are so connected by everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the trees. Like they talk through their roots. Like we all talk.
Why do you have the card backwards?
Well, I'm just looking at the card. Like I'm looking at the beauty of it. Like the frequency, like trying to understand it. Like we're there. But if we can all talk without talking, there's a St. Francis quote. He says like, preach the gospel, but use words when necessary. But use a few words, as little as you can, something like that. So it's more about our actions. It's important that, like we understand where we come from. And we're all going to the same place. Box, jar, book, whatever that is.
Thank you, Terry.
You're the best.
Misa, she said done. Ghost pipe. Of course.
Well, this is all about grounding. This is all about centering. This is one of the things, like if you're tripping hard, you take a little bit of ghost pipe. I wouldn't know, but it would bring you right back down to your human being, back to centering yourself, back where you are right now. But also try to have an outward perspective on the way you look at things. Sometimes we have to stand out of the whole situation. Sometimes you have to stand outside of the country. Sometimes you got to stand out of your state. Sometimes you got to step out of your being so you can understand what's really going on before you have judgment. Well, I don't know why that came through that way. Judgment. That's for that lady on YouTube.
Was it YouTube that she was talking smack?
Yeah, but you know, like, okay, but you know, like, just before, you know, just pay attention. You know, just try to understand without saying anything, without putting your opinions into it.
Don't be that lady.
Understand things from both sides.
Different perspectives.
Scar tissue is stronger than regular tissue. Realize the strength and move on.
Nice. I need to take a picture of that.
Ever tried, ever failed, no matter what, try again, fail better. You just got to keep pressing. We don't press no more. We fail, and if we fail, we get a participation trophy.
Right. Alrighty. I'm going to use these new cards.
Yeah, put those scary ones away.
They're going to express the truth. Because they sure did for Kevin.
You almost made me spit all over your living room pool.
My living room pool.
Yeah, what's my name?
All right. Dang. They're jumpy today. Ooh. I like this because the first card says uplift each other. And like earlier on, I pulled a message also for like, you know, the bilingual collective, and in Spanish, and the Three of Pentacles came out, which is kind of like collaborating and community energy. And so this is confirmation also uplifting each other. And so right now, Spirit wants you to just hold space. Spirit don't want you to give any of your opinions, any of your suggestions, any of that. A lot of people need to hold space for each other. And when you hold space for each other is understanding without judgment, right? Mm-hmm. It's being able to listen to somebody vent without telling them your side or how you feel about their situation. So right now, instead of what Spirit is saying, that instead of, us trying to fix everybody, not a lot of people want to be fixed. They just want to vent so they can keep moving forward. And so just holding space for each other. And I was talking to Crystal this morning, earlier, and I was like, I kind of want to do an event where we just hold space for each other. Where you can come and you can vent what you're feeling without judgment and get into that underlying pattern, which is crazy because this is what it is, that underlying pattern. And so right now, Spirit just kind of wants you to, if you keep feeling the same way, it's not Spirit punishing you. It's because Spirit is saying, hey, this is still wrong. This is still, this is still a problem. This is still, you haven't took care of this. So it's like, sometimes we feel like we're going and we're up and we're high and, we're having a good day. And then the next day it's like, what the heck? I thought I just got over that. Well, it's kind of like, a marker saying you probably didn't forgot a little bit, Mm-hmm. So there's a little bit of dirt still that you forgot to sweep up. And also source new fuel. Like if you keep trying to solve your problem or you keep having the same situation come up, how are you, facing it head on are you using different tools, or are you doing the same thing over and over and over, thinking that just if I do this, it's going to get fixed? That's why we need to get to the underlying pattern. Because if it's still coming up, that means you didn't dig deep enough. It's like that story, the what's it called, Misa? That one, something feet away from diamond or gold or something, where they were looking for gold, and there was, the vein of the whole mine was there, but they stopped just a little bit before they could get to that main vein.
Yeah. They ran out of gold, but they had to go a little bit.
They just had to go a little bit more, and they would have found, that treasure hidden deep down. But sometimes we stop right at the point where we're gonna get that momentum, or right at the point where we're gonna, feel that shift, or get rid of that trauma or inner child, whatever you have. So Spirit's just saying, listen to your intuition right now. Really, like, be there for each other, but don't, without judgment, without, well, he should have did this. Well, everything is different perspectives. Everything is different perspective.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. Oh, thank you, Janie. She said she loved my fabulous nails. Hey, Sharon. Oh, congratulations. I became great Auntie Shaz last night. Beautiful baby boy was born in the beautiful full moon. Oh, that is such a beauty. All right. So, happy Mother's Day again. Happy Mother's Day. Share, how was yours?
How was yours?
Mine was absolutely fabulous, awesome. I don't know what I could say. Like, it was perfect for me. And I kind of was catching myself feel guilty about saying that I had an amazing Mother's Day.
What did you do, Laura? How did you celebrate Mom?
How did I celebrate Mom? I went by Mom. We had breakfast. My brother made breakfast for us. We stayed there. I got to see my granddaughters. I got to see my son. I got to talk to my daughter, and yeah, just spend time with my sisters and my mom, and just having conversations and laughing, and all of that was just, it was beautiful. And then we went shopping.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We went shopping, which was beautiful. I was telling Misa, it kind of felt good that we were, just not worried about anything. Like, you want those? Go ahead, take that. And it felt really good. It really felt good, to just, we went for a country drive. Misa drove, and I just got to look at the scenery. It was perfect. And then we ended it with dinner. And we got Marco's pizza.
Oh.
Well, Misa was going to cook for me, which was that would have been the jackpot. But I was instant gratification. I'm like, no, I'm hungry now. I want pizza. So that's it. Pizza, movie. It was such a beautiful day outside. The weather was beautiful. Everything was just perfect. It was perfect.
Kevin, they said your nails are real bright.
Oh, thanks.
I got baklava.
Oh, Stephanie Dorsey said your nails are bright.
Oh, thank you. I like bright colors. Then you get to use all these hand motions, and
I got those invisible jellos.
So yeah, that was our Mother's Day. It was just a beautiful, to me, that was a perfect Mother's Day.
Great.
So Paula said before you get to her question, because she did Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
Let me know before you do mine.
Okay. So Terry sent energy exchange first, and then Paula.
Yeah.
Sharon.
Sharon says, I have 2 sons. They brought me flowers and chocolates.
Oh,
May I have a card, please?
absolutely.
Mommy, in the spirit world, we miss you.
Oh. All right. Don't forget, like, special requests if you do want a reading, like a mother
Yeah.
child reading. Let us know if that's, how that is. Marco's Pizza, isn't it good? It's good. Marco's Pizza is some good pizza.
Yeah, just when you guys are ready, let us know and we'll make those connections.
So that's it? You're going to avoid your Mother's Day?
Well, what did I do?
You went to...
I went to church. I got all dressed up, put on my purple tie, my white shirt, put on my big boy pants, ate my breakfast.
Nice.
I had French toast with hot cocoa, because that's how my mom used to eat her French toast.
Nice.
And I put the picture of her up on the computer screen and we had breakfast together.
Oh.
We had our Diet Coke and we talked. And then I told her that I had to go to church.
And that's it.
Went
So
to
you had
church.
brunch with her?
Yeah.
Breakfast.
Went to church and did what I did there. And it was cool. I got little confirmations, even, they were talking about letting our loved ones letters in heaven and whatever. And they're like, it'd be great if we could get somebody to send them back. And I was like, oh, I don't say what I do.
Right.
That's one of my businesses. You write a letter to your loved ones in heaven and I'll send one back.
Letters from heaven. What? Letters from heaven with Kevin.
Yeah, because my mom used to call me her Kevin from heaven. Or sometimes her Mel.
Oh.
Mel from hell. Yeah. And came home and got out of the church clothes and kind of chillaxed. I mean, I tried to do some cleaning and stuff, but I was kind of hurting, and I was grateful just to be here.
Yeah.
That was about it.
All right. So if you want to share how your Mother's Day was, absolutely, you can share. If you need us to hold space for you, because you feel like you had a shitty Mother's Day, we'll do that too.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody had a fabulous Mother's Day. Some grieved their mothers. Some were mad at their mothers.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
Do keep in mind too, if you do want a card pulled, like that energy exchange doesn't have to be there.
Right.
We will pull cards and whatnot. It just won't be a full length reading.
Right. Yeah, so absolutely don't be afraid to ask for a card pull. We'll definitely still put your names on there and we'll try to get through to everybody. I don't want that to be a barrier, so that, and also don't forget, if you are having, or if you didn't ask for a card pull but somebody else is getting a reading and that reading it hits you and you're like, dang, that was for me. It was for you. We're in this collective energy together for a little bit. So, sometimes the messages that we give to other people, they're for the collective, or they're for certain people with the same, I always say, with the same frequency, so just a general reading for me, please, if that is okay. Spent with my family and mom, feeling very blessed, sending healing. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Paula, you will be next after Terry. Terry's first, then Paula, then Stephanie, and then Sharon. I think you're in the same page as me, no?
No.
Oh, no. Okay. Sorry. Crystal Devon came to see me. Oh, that is so beautiful. She said Crystal definitely came to see me yesterday and she let it be known. That is beautiful that you are, able to see that she is communicating with you and that she's still there, Okay.
Whoa.
Who is this for? Terry? Terry, what you cooking, girl?
It's so funny that we get so orchestrated to do things differently. Okay. Want to go first?
I'm still digging, but yeah, you want me to. All right, so the first card that I pulled up for you, Terry, was the Miracle of Life card, the Take the Next Step, and the Cultivate Compassion. I also got financial and material changes, heartache and loss, and moving on. So the first thing is that I feel like Spirit is giving you something to cultivate, you know, or something either, I want to say like either real life is coming as baby energy, things like that, or it could be if you've been thinking of, you know, getting your own business or getting something of your own, because it says take the next step. So whatever it is, like Spirit really is saying that you are ready for that next step. So whatever you've been, you know, again, thinking of doing, cultivating, and you're like, I'm stuck or I can't be, you know, here or there, Spirit wants you to go. It's a green light for whatever that next step is for you. And it also says cultivate compassion. And that's why I feel like, you know, whatever it is, compassion right now is what Spirit, that energy that Spirit wants you to work with. So try to not have people irritate you with the little, you know, things that they do. Sometimes common sense isn't so common, is what Spirit is saying. So be careful that you don't let people move your energy right now, because you're in that creative process, you know, in that it's time to take that step. You got financial and material changes coming, and that's why I'm feeling like it's a business and not a baby. But it could be that there's a baby coming into the family. You know, maybe the mom or the dad is going to be too young, and you know, people form judgments or something. I'm really thinking though that this is got to do with finances. Also, you got that heartache and loss, and that's why, because I feel like the reason why you didn't have or don't have what Spirit wants you to have now is because you went through some kind of loss. You went through some kind of grief, some kind of like inner child healing, things like that. But Spirit has said that work that you've been working on is good. It's time for you to move on. And sometimes we don't know when we, you know, when we're done healing some part of us. So right now, Spirit is kind of not testing you, but testing you. Okay. They want you to take that next step. Whatever it is, take that next step. And whatever you went through, it's already done and over with. Clean your hands, move on. Do not pick it back up. Okay. Thank you, Terry, for letting me read you.
Holy cow. So we're looking at the Two of Cups, the Ten of Wands, and the Empress. It's almost like this energy of like a kid playing a sport for the first time, and like or learning how to ride a bike. I get on my bike and I pedal and I'm learning, and then I fall and I get hurt. I never want to ride it again. Or, like I'm learning a new sport. I'm learning how to dribble a basketball, and I do something and I fall and I don't want to do it again. Like, because you're too focused on your screw ups. Like, I feel like it's going to be important that we focus on our falls. Like, it's okay if you screw something up. If you feel like oh, I said something wrong, or I misinterpreted something wrong. I keep hearing everything's not going to be a hit. Everything's not going to be a hit. And I don't know. I feel like that's more of the past. So once again, like, I'll never forget when Connie said this, but get your past out of your future. Because I'm looking at your cards in the middle, and that's the pyramids, the baggage cards, and the computer. Now, when I look at this, is what am I taking from people? What is not my baggage? But what am I adding? What am I moving? What do I keep taking with me everywhere I go? What do people give me? Like, am I going to go to Sam's Club and buy a bunch of things that I don't need? But I'm going to go to Costco and buy a bunch of things I don't need just because it's cheaper. But does that mean it's going to last longer? Like, do I really need 20 pounds of cottage cheese? Keep an eye on everything that's going on. But I also feel like Spirit's saying, hey, we really want you to define your spiritual collection. We really want you to define what you have around you. We want you to define your tools. We want you to figure out what's in your toolbox. Because I feel like right now we may have too many tools and we're not completely sure what to do with all these tools. I keep hearing you use one at a time. Keep an eye on the download. And then, your future cards, keep your eyes on those downloads. Be open to those downloads. What did you say when you're turning it on? You don't want to be open to doing the update. Be open to doing the update. Oh, because your final cards are the Chariot, the Justice, and the Judgment card. 3 majors at the end.
And then Justice and Judgment with the same.
So you are on that right path. I feel like there's gonna be a moment when you're just gonna be like, oh shit, what the hell is happening? And you're gonna be tested by your faith. And don't deny it. Lean into it. Understand it. Honor it. And I think that's where that Justice card comes in, because it's justifying those emotions. It's not about balancing about what is right, what is wrong. I think it's about justifying this form of almost like superior education. And then I keep seeing like a spirit going like this. Lifting your chin up. Lifting your chin up. And with that Judgment card too, it's about taking those risks, taking those chances, being open to new things. But also, when we close that door, you got to throw that bag out that door too. If this comes in, what am I going to use here now? If I'm going to work with this deck, maybe I'm not in love with it anymore. What am I going to do with it? But I still want to keep it. Well, then turn it into some kind of art, something like that.
Yeah.
And your last 3 cards, your shit happens card is, when life's hard to swallow, try with salt and a squeeze of lime. Makes sense. Like, does it necessarily make things better? No, it's horrible.
Right.
I don't care if it's the best tasting tequila in the world. It's not going to make it better. You might as well drink battery acid and bite a lemon. But I think it's still enjoy the ride. Still enjoy the ride. And then like your final 2 cards. With that, are some folks will complain that their ice cream is too cold.
Yep.
There's always going to be something to look for. If you're always going to look for a problem, and I don't feel like you're this way, but if you're going to be always looking for that one thing that's going to go wrong,
That one is from my auntie, LOL, the tequila queen.
Oh, yeah. Be don't pay so much attention to detail. Don't look for the flaws in something that is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And then your last card, never turn down a free meal or a chance to go to the bathroom. When opportunity comes knocking on your door,
Yep.
open it up and say, hi, opportunity. But also in that opportunity, be vulnerable. Be open. It's kind of like was that the Smurfs when he would walk around with like a box that had a bow on it and you'd open it and it'd explode. Well, we can't do that anymore because of America. But like, you know, like have some discernment with what you think are gifts and what are not.
Hi, Kenna.
Hola.
Hi, Alter.
So, did you guys get that? With case.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep. With me.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Paula, you're next. Paula says, my grandson and his dad weren't on very good terms. His dad was trying to save him from the streets. I need to know what message he has for me and what message he has for his dad.
Oof.
All right, Paula, and then Kay, Stephanie, and Sharon. So stay on, stay on. Is there any room to do? Yes, Kenna, we will put you in on that list. Hello, Nancy. Thank you guys. I appreciate you both. We appreciate you too, Terry. Thank you so much for coming on and letting us read you.
Thank
Don't
you.
forget, if you want to skip that line, that even energy exchange is. We are good.
So,
Awesome. Go ahead.
what was your son's name or your grandson's name?
Paula, if you are there, can you please give us your grandson's name? And it's going to be a minute because I feel like
We're always behind. Nancy, how are you?
Oh, she's sending an energy exchange for Kenna. Okay.
Oh.
Who is?
Terry. Nancy. Paula, what was your grandson's name? Gotta give it a minute. Don't forget also that the death and rebirth ceremony will be happening this Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
There is still a couple of spots left. If you are interested or if you are thinking about it, do it. That's your intuition telling you to do it, but also because there is some steps to prepare. So don't let it get later.
If you're scared to do it, it probably means it's meant for you.
Right. So should we skip to Kay? And then if Paula comes in, we can read her.
Can you just tag her on the Mahika page?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Little Chris. He's a junior. Okay. Thank you, Paula.
Oh, God. I'm hearing a song.
A song?
Yeah. Stop, drop them up, block them up, shop. I don't know, something about blocking up a shop.
I know the song.
Yeah, I don't know how it goes. If anyone can fill that in, so you guys have the fair.
Oh.
We were there. Were you there?
Right.
Yeah, it's this feeling where he's kind of like, hey Gma, like he's like, what you got in your cabinets? What you got in your cabinets? What you got for snacks? What you got for snacks right now? Since I've been here, we know. It's
Stop. Drop.
Lock them up. Drop. Yeah.
There you go, Terry.
Thank you.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's how Rough Riders roll.
So
Now I can't get the song out of my head. So it's Rough
You're
Riders.
so busy. I'm always busy. I'm gonna even be busy at my own funeral. It's like what's in the cabinets, and it's funny because he's like, it's so funny because a lot of the energy with you are.
There you go, the Rough Riders anthem song.
It is so. Paula, it's like a lot of the energies are like, stop focusing on our deaths.
Mm-hmm.
Stop focusing on this. That's not how we want to be remembered. And they're like, we know we hurt you. We know we hurt you. The ways we went, like it's not how we want to be remembered.
Always asking for snacks.
And he loves you. Like that's like the point that's important is that this kid just loves you. And it was kids raising kids. And he said he loved his life. He said he may have not agreed with it, but he loved his life. And he said, he said it was a life that he lived, and he lived it to his fullest. And it may have not be seen eye to eye, but he said it was felt. And he said sometimes you just don't want to listen to your parents. Like sometimes you just know yourself. And he said sometimes all you got is yourself. Because people are always harping on you. They're always getting on you. They're always riding your back. Everybody's hating the game. And he said sometimes they just don't know I was just trying to survive. But he's like, I'm good. I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
Just give me some soda and some fucking Cheetos and I'm good. He said sorry about swearing. And I keep hearing, man, like, just, he loves you. And I'm sorry if that, came out the way it did, but.
That's the truth and integrity card that I have.
Yeah, you got a lot of people that love you on the other side. And I think grief is the dark side of love. There's that one guarantee. The only way to never to experience grief, and that is to never have loved someone. I gotta come back.
Thank you so much, Kevin.
No problem.
So the first card that I got, that I pulled out was the healing card. And Kevin is right. Like you have to start practicing that healing, that, that process. It's a very hard process. Like, you're grieving. You lost a grandson. You lost a daughter. How do you keep going on? But you keep going on is what he's saying is with your ideas, with your inspirations. You use that to fuel you. So right now, he's actually saying like he's your guardian angel. He's happy, he's like, I'm your guardian angel now. I can show you, or whenever I can communicate with you and lead you where you're supposed to go. And so what he's saying is that your grief, I don't know if you sew or if you do some kind of like hobby art, craft something, but he's saying that that's how, you know, you're gonna go through that healing process. That's your form of meditation, is getting into your creative side and creating. So if you have to paint or draw, it's something with your hands that, you know, he's showing me. So that's why I say, I don't know if you crochet or you know, knit something, but that's what he's saying, is your healing is going to be through your ideas and inspirations. He also said, like, it's all about truth and integrity now, because it wasn't really firm in when he lived, you know. So right now it's like that truth and integrity, living through it, living his truth, living with integrity, like knowing, yeah, I fucked up, is what he's saying. I don't know how, but he's saying that. And it's funny that you started singing and stuff, because the harmony card came out. He's like, you have to break the energy of grief. You have to break the energy of grief and start, you know, playing some music. If you have to play the Rough Riders out, you know, Misa will tag it there on YouTube. Listen to it. I know it's not an appropriate song, but if you know, you got to blast the music to get that energy and moving from grief to celebrate, because right now that's what he's doing, is celebrating that other life. So he's like, you have to embrace the change. This is a big change that you're going through, that your family's going through. Embrace the change. He's saying, don't fight against the change. You have to start pulling back little by little. You're not pulling back his memory, you know. You're not pulling back the energy. You're pulling back on the grief. You know, if you want to think about him every day, it's okay. But how are you thinking about him? Are you thinking about him through grief, or are you thinking about him through ideas and inspirations that are going to motivate you to live that life, to bring that life, you know?
Perfect sense.
Oh, I feel like I got to pull one more.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, you guys are in that conflict and defeat era, you know? And so, dang. Especially father, don't let father get in this conflict and defeat where he's going to lose himself in there. That's what he's saying. You know, you will triumph, he will triumph, but you cannot be in this defeat energy where you think that life has defeated you. Life has not defeated you yet.
What about his dad?
That's for dad.
That's
for dad already. I'm already, you know, underlying pattern. And source new fuel and uplift each other. These are the cards I pulled earlier, but they're in here. So what they're saying is that, you know, that underlying pattern is grief. You already have hold of what you need to work on and, you know, heal from. And so uplifting each other right now, not blaming each other, not saying, well, you didn't do this, well, you didn't do that. Right now it's uplifting each other. Okay. And that source of new fuel, again, for you, it's going to be crafts and whatever it is with your hands or hobby. And for dad, what is it for dad, y'all? What is it for dad? Chris, what is it for dad? For dad, it's, you know, he really has to see it's movements, choices, and decisions. He has to see what he wants in this life. Does he want to even stay here? Does he want to move? You know, where does he want to start? But wherever he starts, he has to rejoice in celebration, you know, and move on. So for dad, yeah, baseball, go hit a ball. Like, get into the batting cages and hit the ball. I see baseball. Thank you so much, Paula, for letting us read you.
I grabbed 4 more quick ones. Let me just get this message out quick. It's funny that the first card that just kind of came out that whole set was the diner.
Mm-hmm.
He's hungry.
He's hungry.
And I think it's going to sound weird as hell, but please set a table spot for him at the table. Sit around. Have dinner with them. Even with your daughter, put their picture out. That's the message. And he's like, God, like, nothing's going to bring me back.
Right.
And he's like, I love my dad. I love all of you, but it may not look like it because I may have looked selfish. And I was. But he's like, it's none of your fault. None of you did it. None of you made me do anything. And he's like, can't we just go back until like I was a kid? Like, can't I just go back and play like Hot Wheels car? Can I go back and just play on my phone? You know? Because the unknown and the secret messages. Sometimes there's things that we're not meant to know. Ooh. Like how to pick up flat things off the floor. Ah! And you know, it's...
Don't worry, if you fall, I'll catch you from your, what do you call those? Suspenders.
Suspenders. Yeah, and you know, and the final card was just secret message. I mean, it was flowers. So he walks in the garden with you. Like, plant some flowers that remind you of him. I know it's a guy, I know it's a man, but plant some flowers that remind you of him. Black-eyed Susans.
Plant some black-eyed Susans.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
It's not a vegetable.
I have no idea. I never
No, that's
even heard of
black-eyed
it.
pea. Anywho.
Thank you so much, Paula, for letting us read you. Thank you, Chris, from the other side, for showing up. All right, Kay, you ready? Kay, Kenna. I said Kenna, right?
Yep.
Stephanie, and then Sharon. YouTube, how you holding up? Any questions? Anything on YouTube? K. Okay. Getting K's energy.
I get K's energy.
Not getting, but like, come on, cards. They got a message. Who? Who?
Tyler.
Oh, Tyler. I thought you said Kylie. I'm like, who's Kylie?
Jenner.
I haven't heard that. All right, Spirit. Let's see what you have for K. All right, Kenna, you'll be after Kate, and we will definitely give you that message. Damn, 4. Okay.
You want to go first?
So you want me to go first?
You want?
Okay. All right, Kay. Give me 1 second. Woo! All right, Kay. All right. So you got accelerated motion. So what Spirit is saying that whatever you're working on, like put your bootstraps on, like it's gonna go fast. So it's like you got to really pay attention to detail. You know, you have that right energy. They're saying that's going. You have that passion to thrive. You know, so you got keep that passion, right? That you're taking this serious. This is like, I feel like this is like schoolwork, and you're like, don't mess around. This is, you know, it's life. You know, you're working with life. But also you got the abundance card. So that's why I say whatever it is, it's going to end up abundant. You got to activate your mind, the recognition and reward, and the signs. So also pay attention extra attention right now to don't question your intuition, right? Your mind is already activated, so you don't have to question if that is spirit speaking. That is spirit speaking. You got the recognition and reward. So again, that give that energy of passion of I'm not gonna mess this up, but not of worry and not of like, scared that you're gonna mess it up. They're gonna show you some signs. So those signs that you're gonna get, um, that's gonna be on you. They're not telling me how you're gonna get the signs because I'm not supposed to know. This is like serious good stuff. You got the ascending spirit. So spirit is saying like I'm with you through this whole thing. I'm with you through this whole thing. So ascending spirit is just saying making sure that you're meditating, cleansing, clearing, don't skip out on your rituals or whatever you do every day. The conflict and defeat, don't be so hard on yourself also. Like I feel that you have don't try to be perfect. It's not something that you got to try. It's already in you. So it's the conflict and defeat is going to be in your own mind because you're like, this can't be this easy or this can't be this flowy, but spirit is just saying focus on the abundance, focus on the energy that you're putting in, which if you're feeling worried, pull it back. Don't work on whatever you're working on. You got the spiritual truth, which means that, you are working for that. You are connected. You're working with that spiritual consciousness, with the collective consciousness. You are that one, one of the ones that speak that spiritual truth. And that's why they have your back because, not a lot of people are willing to speak that truth. They sugarcoat it, they water it down, they try to fix it for their clients or whatever. They want that truth, that spiritual truth. So they're saying don't water down anything right now, and I'm not saying you water down, but like don't be scared to say somebody if you're fucking up, not try to be nice to it. Like you got to be that spiritual truth.
Mm-hmm.
And the last one is answered prayer and moving on. So whatever it is, like you're moving on to bigger, better things. This is opening that flow for you to just flow. And I really feel like spirit's going to move you from your job very, 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 very soon if he didn't already move you. Because you're going to be moving on from like working a job, and your job is going to be the spiritual, community, the spiritual truths, the spiritual things that you offer. That's what I got. Thank you, Kay.
Namaste. There we go. Oh.
Motion.
Damn. So I'm looking at the cards. The first card I'm looking at, Kay, like the first thing I kept hearing is like, you're not going to hear it in the newspaper headlines. You're not going to see it in the newspaper headlines. You're not going to see it. It's not going to be on the ticker in the bottom of a news thing. I think for you, there's a lot of energy. And you're going to be pushed. You are going to be pushed. Because 6 of Cups, the Chariot, the 7 of Wands, you are doing the work that is getting you to where you need to be. And you're like, do I like, you're a humble servant. You're a humble servant. And Spirit's saying, come on, honey, take a step up. Bask in it. Bask in it. And they're saying, we're going to start teaching you more and you're going to start learning more. Mm-hmm. And you're going to start teaching more because you're going to start teaching. You're going to start teaching your words. You're going to start teaching your lessons. And you're going to believe that people are going to listen. Because you got the rocket, cats, and the ship. The cats in the middle, the cats are the protectors. The cats are the aliens from the Egyptian
The ones
times.
that can.
But also, nobody likes cats. I mean, some people do.
I do. I like it.
Well, you like bald puss.
I do.
What?
Nothing.
It's true. Didn't you think you like bald, like sphinx?
Hairless
Yeah. See?
hairless cats.
See?
Yeah.
My friend has like 9 of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm like, this is a lot. Yeah, but the thing is, like cats, like you'll be petting them and then,
Yeah.
well, that's like Dobby, but like, you know, like you never know when those fangs are gonna come out. And I feel like if you feel like you need to let those talons out, or you need to let out your dew claws or whatever they're called,
Yeah.
you got to bring them out. And I keep hearing there's no point in having normal nails. You can't make them pretty, honey. Because this is what bothers me as I look at the next cards, and it's the 8 of Swords. Why do we put ourselves in a position where we don't feel like we deserve what's about to happen?
Yeah.
Why do we feel like if I was going to walk to your house with a publisher's clearinghouse check, would you accept it?
Right. Yeah.
Or would you be like, no, Kevin, I can't take that. I can't take that.
Right.
I feel like Spirit's going to sign you up for a whole nother contract that you already signed eons ago.
Yep.
Because it's the Ace of Coins, the 3 of Coins. You're running out of energy. You're running out of patience. You're running out of drive. I don't know if you're feeling low, but don't put yourself in a situation where you feel stuck. And that's the best thing about that 8 of Swords. You can move your way out of it. You can shimmy your way out of it. You might feel like you're in a metamorphosis, but you're going to become the caterpillar. Sometimes you got to sit in that icky, gicky goo. Back in the day, remember, we used to like to play with slime. Cornstarch and water and oobleck. Your herb card. The black kuhash. Purpose, direction, and vision.
Yep.
Okay. You are fed divine knowledge. You are fed knowledge through the top of your head. I keep hearing, why do you doubt in me when I don't doubt in you? Perseverance is failing 19 times and succeeding the 20th.
That's all the message you needed to know right there. Keep failing forward.
There's no point in not trying. Oh, she's crying. There is no point in not trying.
Right.
We have to try everything once because, was that Dolores Cannon? She said you can't go into like the final being of life until you experience everything in life at least once in all of your lives. You had to go through every single little thing.
I never heard it, but I believe it.
And then your last 2 cards, your advice cards, Kay. You can't please everybody and please yourself first. That's on the same card though. Okay. We got you.
Yep.
We're here to support you. If you don't feel like you're hearing it from where you need to hear it from, and if you don't feel like you got people that are holding that space and that support, because people don't understand the internal mechanisms of what we call Kay's mind, or what Spirit is showing you.
Right.
You have people that you can come talk to that understand your spiritual side. And I feel like you need that. You need that spiritual support, like a spiritual bra. Like we'll hold you up when you feel like you can't. You know?
We look out for each other's chi-chis. We do chi-chi checks.
You said you would never watch my chihuahuas. And then your last card says, who cares what other people think?
Yep.
Guess what, Kay? There's like a country song about like, turn the lights down low when your black dress hits the floor or something like that. It's like a Randy Travis. I forgot how it goes. But you just gotta have your fun. Who cares?
Right.
Who cares?
Don't take it so serious. Remember, life is supposed to be fun. Work is supposed to be fun. If it's not fun, don't do it.
So
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
So that's what I'm saying. Spirit is saying, like, sometimes we take our spiritual work and we're very serious with it and this and that, but sometimes Spirit is like, just have fun with it. Just have fun with it. And like that one, I forgot, it's like 50 feet away from gold or diamond or whatever. You're right there. Like, you're right there. Just keep going, keep going. Again, don't be afraid of the failures. We're failing forward. If we didn't know, if we didn't try, we wouldn't get there. And failures are not failures. They're just learning how not to do that again. They're learning lessons.
There's no point of not learning.
Right.
If you're not gonna
make it fun.
But Kay, like, I think the other part of this too is you feel things for a reason. You feel things on a deep, deep, deep level. And we know this because we've sat with you tons of time. We've laughed with you. We cried with you. But maybe turn off the brain for a moment.
Yeah.
Take a good spiritual bath.
Yep.
And remind Kay that grounding is going to be your next important thing.
Yep.
I don't know.
Laugh with it. Roll with it.
And then I just heard you can tell them to shake their ass as they walk away. Whatever that means. But
there's absolutely metamorphosis. One more, Kay. Sorry. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right. Whoa. The golden mirror. But also passion. So, relationship needs some passion right now. Mm-hmm. It's funny because today there's this oil, because we make candles at Altar, like, custom candles. And so I seen this oil that's called sexual creativity oil. And so now the passion card comes out. So what I'm saying is this is for the collective, is get into that, sexual creativity energy, meaning have fun with yourself or with your partner. But when you're doing that, it's like with the intentions of bringing that creativity out. Hey, I'm just saying what Spirit's wanting us to do, okay? So there is a lot of energy that it's this is for the collective. There's a lot, or for you. I'm kidding. There's a lot of energy that needs to be released, y'all. Get into that creativity. What? I'm giving people permission to have fun.
My girlfriend.
Whether it's with a partner or with themselves or with whatever tools they use.
Kevin, time to whatever tools they use.
Whatever tools they use. Kevin brought his partner with him today.
Jennifer Lopez. Okay.
All right, Ken, not sorry. I'm not saying sorry. We apologize in the beginning.
Once again, if the kids get what we're talking about, we play.
Oh my God! Yes, I'm sorry about the children, y'all.
You just said,
I'm
"Oh my
sorry.
God."
That was sexual.
You said, "Oh my God," when Kay said, "Oh my God." See.
Well, that was the sex educational class for the children. I don't know what to say.
Just have fun with it.
I'm sure somebody will have something.
She didn't even say use protection.
I'm sure somebody will be mad at me because I said that, but hey, we gotta be real.
Who cares?
Exactly. Not like.
You have time for a car, please.
Who?
Nikki James.
Oh, Nikki, yes.
We might, yeah. 7:30 almost.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
I'm gonna put you down, Nikki, and I hope you're having fun in Florida. She's in Florida. All right. Kenna. It's funny because I pulled out you got a message from your spirit guides or relative or guardian angel or pets have been coming up a lot.
Hmm.
Pets have been coming up a lot this weekend. Like I don't know, the veil is very
I know a
thin
lot
right
of
now.
people who are losing their pets right now too. It's kind of the season for that. Let me get these out.
All right,
I don't
Kenna. Sorry, Kay. Oh, see, I knew somebody wanted to talk to her. All right, Kenna.
Got it.
You want to go first or second?
I can
or
go
what?
first.
Okay.
Okay. Well, that's hilarious that you pretty much got.
Did you shuffle?
I did.
You got Kay's cards in reverse.
I did. I believe I even pulled this from the middle, which is incredible. Little stranger.
Animals.
Holy! I want your. Thank you, sir. I want your cards. What
Right?
Look at this. Look.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's beautiful. Passion, fire energy.
You ready?
Stay ready, Kenna.
Because
Kenna, you ready?
I'm only gonna load this once. Okay, moving into this energy, we're looking at the 7 of Wands, the Chariot, the 6 of Cups. A lot of transactional energy is happening, a lot of circular energy, a lot of reminiscing, wondering what things were like, what things could be. We're rising above the rest. We're on top of the hill. We're the king of the hill right now. Keep that energy moving. Keeping that energy above all things, keeping that balance with that Chariot card. So you have to have this balance while riding up the mountain. That you don't go off the edge, but you stay around it. And that 6 of Cups comes. So I feel like finally there might be this moment when you can breathe. You get this chance of breath. You get this chance of understanding and freaking like being able to just be like, it took this long. It took this long. And it's like tears. And I keep hearing you're going to start crying again, only because you're happy. You're going to start crying because you're happy. And those are going to be different tears. And I'm laughing because you got the ship too. So I think with your spiritual journey, the Spirit's saying, why aren't you, Rian? Why aren't you stepping up to the gate? Is it because we're looking at our age? Is it because, we feel like we're younger? Go for it. I feel like you got to put yourself in the position you want to be. Like, there's this voice that Spirit says, like, we have to connect to this voice. And then we got the dogs card. Oh, God. Why do I feel like an ESA is coming into your life?
What's that?
An emotional support animal.
Oh.
I feel like if you're fighting I'm sorry, Terry. But I feel like if you are fighting for a dog, you keep fighting for it. Because you might need it. Or I heard like start dog walking. Because after this you got the treasure card. So start saving that money as it comes in. Start putting it away. Because then we also got the 10 of coins and the 10 of cups and the emperor. You don't let no one take your treasure away. And I think it's talking about like your spiritual happiness, your physical happiness, the happiness that is around you. You don't let anyone take your sunshine away. You don't let anyone uproot that tree that you have planted in the ground. You don't let anything pull that away from you. That is yours. That is your hollow ground. That is your sacred being. That is where you are. You know, because your cards are, I would say everyone else on the other side would kill for your cards right now. Because then you got the fire card, your passion, the things you want to do. Go for it. Go. Run. Run. Don't let no one stop you. Because your next card after that is scar tissue is stronger than regular tissue. Realize the strength and move on. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? I hate that sentence. But the word depression is, and I pressed on. And you can be unapologetically you. You can be unapologetically you. Because your last two cards are be patient, life is long. You don't even know the Spirit's plan yet for you. I feel like Spirit's saying, hey, we're going to start giving you scrolls and you're going to start to understand them. But it's going to be one weird riddle. And then if you can't say something nice at all, don't say anything at all. Mind your tongue. If you feel like you're getting angry or upset, mind your words. Mind the things you're saying. And I don't feel like this is like a fight. I feel like this is a fight within oneself. Because we still hear that. We still get affected by that negative self-talk. That narrative on the inside. But I feel like you're going to be good. I'm going to pull one more. Because I feel like Spirit's telling me to. Athena. Daughter of Zeus. Start working with her, kid. Look her up. Because she wants to work with you.
Is she connected to Venus?
I want to be your Venus, baby.
I don't know.
Isn't that a raver? A raver? A razor?
Ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So I was pulling these cards, and you have a feminine energy around you, it's your guardian angel. So, it could be a past loved ancestor, or it could be Athena. It's definitely a feminine energy around that wants to work with you, that wants to give you these signs. With that, you got the love your true self. So right now in the journey or the road that you're walking to is finding yourself, staying true to yourself, building that from firm foundation of who you are, based on who you are, not what people have told you who you are. You got the prosperity begins and the triumph card, which is meaning that you're going to start receiving blessings. That those opportunities, those doors are open for blessings to come in. So if you're feeling lucky, in investing, or, I'm not encouraging gambling, but if you feel called to buy a lottery ticket, or, whatever it is, I feel like that opportunity is blessing. Or if you want to apply for a job, things like that. How you're going to start connecting is through meditation. So practicing meditation is very crucial for you right now. What form of meditation? It could be buying a pack of cards and trying to read them. It could be writing. It could be just listening to music. But any form of meditation with the intention to connect to your spiritual guides, because you have that support system, right? Your support system right now is that feminine energy. And so you got let go to flow And I really feel that you have this inner child, or I don't want to say trauma, but this wound with the masculine energy, that's your shadow, right? That's what's like kind of blocking that flow. So if you are having trouble with any kind of masculine energy, where your throat chakra is either too open or too shut, where you can express how you feel, right now they're saying use wisdom on how you talk to people. So if you're in a heated conversation, you can't fight fire with fire, because what is it going to do? Grow, right? So right now what they're saying is be careful with your words with masculine energy. Whatever your version of masculine energy. It could be a woman that is very strong in her masculine. It could be a father. It could be a teacher. It could be a boss. But right now it's like you got to balance the roles with the masculine and the feminine, but use your throat chakra. And the reason why I think that it's masculine also is because that sacral chakra came out, which is, family, foundation, like, I don't know, authority. It's like authority to me. So breaking it down is be careful that you're not arguing with parents, or not be careful that you're not arguing with them, is really like use wisdom on how you come back with how you defend yourself. You don't have to defend yourself with like playing that fire with fire.
Right.
Throw water at the fire, meaning letting it flow and be like, I get what you're saying, but, or, sometimes don't even entertain it.
It's not.
Oh, okay.
Well, Venus is connected to sex, just like
What the heck?
I'm just letting you know, because you've been around your hole.
Well, I did put that oil on, so
Yeah.
there's a lot of energy.
I was gonna say that your spirit guides, they say that they talk to you in the sunrises and the sunsets, in the colors of the sunrise and the sunsets, whatever that means.
Maybe if you're out to meditate in the sun, when it comes down or goes down, comes up or goes down.
Woo-hoo.
All right, Kenna.
7:30.
What time is it? 7:32. Is Stephanie, Sharon, or Nikki around? Stephanie, Sharon, or Nikki? And then we'll finish with. All right. Stephanie, Sharon, or Nikki, thank you so much, Kenna. Thank you, Terry, for that energy exchange. Thank you, everyone, for the energy exchange, for watching. Don't forget, if you are interested in that death and rebirth ceremony. Oh, Sharon's there. Nikki's there. There's Stephanie here. Yeah.
Yep. You're so welcome.
Also, if you are interested in readings, Kevin does virtual and he will be at Altar. Check the schedules, please. I do virtual and I will be at Altar on Friday for in-person. Oh, thank you, Terry. All right, Sharon, here we go. Message for Sharon. This is one, remember.
One.
Watch Spirit bring all the cards out. All right, Sharon, what we... Oh, of course you got the Miracle of Life card. She just got blessed with a nephew.
Bacchus.
Who's Bacchus?
The party god. Yeah, it's almost like your mom celebrates your life through her. Your mom says she celebrates her life through you. She loves you so much. She's a little interesting lady, but she said, I celebrate my life through you.
Sharon's not married, right?
But there's love coming.
Oh.
But the other thing too, I keep seeing like a blueberry scone.
Use your inner resources.
Yeah, Sharon, I believe you got a lot of really big blessings coming in.
Oh,
I don't know
yeah.
what you have or what you know of. I'll do one more card, but Laura might shoot me. Oh, of course, they give me two.
You guys did not hear that.
Can you
And
say
try
that?
not to read the lips, okay?
They're not a deaf gynecologist. New York and the,
And the castle. Oh.
so it's
she's gonna meet somebody from over here.
well, it's
I'm kidding.
it could be, but too, it's like
Because she's over there.
she wants to come save Laura and Misa. She's like, no.
She's in Australia.
Yeah, I know. Come celebrate in
Yes.
Wisconsin,
You gotta come visit. Your boo man is
or have us
over
come
here.
visit you.
Your boo man is over here.
And it's me. No. So yeah, just with the castle in New York, just get out there and have fun.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, you know, your travel, get out there and see the things you want to see. But also remember that you're in charge of what comes into your life. Like a drawbridge, you can bring in what you want and let go of what you don't need. I feel like you're ready. I feel like you just have to be willing to accept.
Don't take this the wrong way. It's like you're ready, but you need a makeover. It's funny because you got the Miracle of Life card, you know, and I don't know if you could see this, but it looks like. How do we say that?
A yoni.
It looks like a yoni. The Miracle of Life card. You got inner resources.
A pretty
Use
little
your
flower.
inner resources, which is your yoni.
A pretty little flower.
And you get the harmony card. So it, and then Kevin pulled out like the castle and the New York card. So I really, really feel like your person is here. But then I see the movie Grease with her. You know how they get her, like she looks all innocent, and then they get her and they put the red lips and the leather outfit and the curly hair. So I don't know why Spirit is just like, girl, you better go get a makeover, put some red lipstick on, do your hair, put some leather clothes on if you want. I don't know, but your person is coming. And so getting ready for, it's funny, they say like getting ready, rid of that old Sharon, you know, and bringing in the new Sharon, bringing in that new energy. You just had, you know, a new life come into your world. So keep that momentum going. That's life that came into your world. You got that energy of creating new things, the fertility, the baby to grow. So your relationship could be that new life.
Going from the castle to like New York, you know.
Or going from New York to the castle.
I'd say go from the castle to New York.
Okay. So your person might be American. That would be so cool.
Or going from the castle to an apartment.
Oh,
you know, like
could be. Anyways, I really want to dig deeper, but I really feel like your person is there. Get a makeover is what they're saying. Or I don't know if you already did, but it's pretty.
for $50, we'll tell you what it says.
How funny, but I'm never leaving Australia. Sounds great.
Oh.
That's why I say I feel like your person's coming over there.
Yeah. Don't cling to a mistake just because you've spent a lot of time making it. If you were divorced before, it doesn't mean you're going to be divorced again.
Right. Right.
Well, never's and never.
Never say never.
Well, ever, never.
I really feel like your person is not going to be Australian, and you will be
Milwaukeean.
right. When you come to the United States, you better make some time to come to little old Milwaukee, Wisconsin, to come see us.
Like,
that in itself, you don't think
what's happening here in the States.
All right, Nikki. So we're gonna end with Nikki. Nikki, all the way from Florida. I hope you're having fun. I hope you're enjoying. Oh, the princess, of course. She's Minnie Mouse. Wow. That is so funny that characters came out and she's in Florida.
Got all the different rides.
We're not using it. The weather is beautiful. All right, Nikki. What do we got for you? What do you got for Nikki, Spirit? Woo. Look,
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, it's that creative sexual energy that's coming out. Working with, for use disclaimer for all of you that work with magic and you're doing the sex magic right now. You got partnerships and alliances. You got the harmony card and you got the love begins card. So I feel like your person is not here because your mind is stopping. You really don't know what you need right now. So, or in life, it's like you want the relationship, but then, you get scared and you pull back and you're like, but you got a lot of what ifs. What ifs? Spirit's saying, take the what ifs, out and going with that flow, because I really feel that, you're going to have some partner coming in. Is it the one you want? Maybe not. New perspective. So just because you want somebody, what is it? How do you say it? Like you're looking at the wrong person right now. There's another person trying to come in and you're focused on this person while your person is like right next to you. Mm-hmm. So shift your perspective on who you want to be as your partner. I would write it down, something, transmute that energy. You got to be really clear of who you want right now.
Write them an acceptance letter. Your cards are the princess, the ghost, and the elf. And it's funny because I feel like these are the three U's. I'll be front and center when I want to be. I'll be gone when I don't want nobody to see me. And I'll be the elf when I can be tricky and in different places at once. And I feel like right now, it's all about honoring all those sacred elements of you. And I keep seeing like a utility belt, like, Batman has his batarang and, all these, and it's like you have all these things, but those don't match the superhero you are. And I think it's about figuring out who you are as a character, like figuring out who you are, because you're trying to match puzzle pieces with people. And it's like you have a puzzle you got from Goodwill that doesn't match the puzzle you got from Boston store. I was trying to think of two quality different puzzles. That's probably a bad analogy, but
horrible.
But I'm burned. But I do, however, feel like whichever direction you feel like you're going, you're no longer going to get spun around because there's good news coming your way. Yeah. But don't negotiate your love. Don't negotiate.
That's a good one. And that's what keeps coming up too.
This will end. Four of Swords. Happy Four of Swords.
Protect your energy.
Yeah, what Laura said.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
Nope. Just protect your energy. Keep an eye on everything you're investing in yourself. Invest in you. Don't negotiate your love. And when entrusted with a secret, keep it.
Don't be telling my secrets, Nikki. The secrets we tell each other when we're eating at the buffet. We got a spot.
The buffet.
The buffet. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for letting us read you. We had a great time. Don't forget, we will be live next week, Monday at 6 p.m. Again, if you want readings from myself or Kevin, go on to Kevin's page, go on to my page. Tuesday through Thursday this week, I'll be doing virtual readings. Kevin will be at the shop on Wednesday. Mm-hmm. And then the death and rebirth ceremony, if you are even thinking about it, reach out to Kevin with your questions that are stopping you from, making that final decision. And maybe he can work things out with you. But I really feel that if it's in your heart and you're like, should I go? Should I not go? You really should go. That's your intuition trying to push you out of that comfort zone We don't grow in comfort. So if you're claustrophobic, if you're, scared of all of that stuff, that's what you got to face. We got to face those fears.
It's really not that bad.
It's not.
It's got a Tempur-Pedic bed in it now.
It's just a change in mindset. Change the mindset, and I promise, if you change the mindset, the perspective is different.
Mm-hmm.
The perspective is different. The outcome is different.
And the cool thing too is, like, if you don't experience it, it's going to be featured in a couple newspapers and whatnot. There's going to be a journalist there that's going to post the story pretty soon, I'm guessing.
You can read all about it.
So it's a beautiful thing.
Absolutely.
So
thank you so much, everyone. Enjoy this day. And again, if you have your partner, get to being creative in the room. I have to let it out. I don't know. It's just very strong.
That means I gotta get out of Misa and Laura's studio apartment.
You better hurry up and go home, is all I'm saying, Kevin. Mike Blesky, are you outside? Kidding.
Yeah, I see,
I
see they don't have a headboard anymore. Are those handcuffs?
Why are you looking in my room, bro?
Well,
Misa, close the door.
What is that?
Okay.
As we're just
Kevin is
Misa
busting us out now, so we gotta go.
So
You can't tell us everything we got in there.
Bro?
It's a palote in there. What are you waiting for?
Why do you guys have feathers?
Hang us up.
We gotta go.
We gotta go, y'all. We gotta go.
We got a
We're
mission.
hungry.
We love you.
We need to refill.
I feel like 10 people should.
Oh.
Jessica, happy Mother's Day. We love y'all. We love y'all. We love y'all.
Auf Wiedersehen. Gesundheit. Goodbye.
Where am I here? Taking my speakers off. My headphones. What are they called? Mics? Just call this thing through.
Take my mic off.
I'm taking my I love tips off.